what Jesus actually endured, a gruesome reality beyond the Passion of the Christ. The movie, The Passion of the Christ, gave audience a glimpse into the suffering of Jesus. But even this gut-wrenching description falls far short of the horrific reality he endured. In truth, what happened to Jesus was far more brutal, grotesque, and unimaginable. The film portrays graphic scenes of Jesus' scourging and crucifixion, but they are mild compared to the actual events. His body was so mutilated that as prophesied in Isaiah 52:14, his appearance was so disfigured beyond that of any human being, and his form marred beyond human likeness. Chunks of his beard were ripped from his face, exposing raw, bloody flesh. His back and chest were shredded to the point where his ribs were visible from both sides. His spine was torn open, the surrounding muscles and tissue exposed, and his intestines may have hung from the brutal lacerations. He was stripped completely naked. Roman crucifixion didn't allow for modesty. Jesus hung there without a shred of clothing. He was beaten without mercy, including mutilation of his genital area, leaving him unrecognizable as a man or a woman. That means all this was ripped apart. His cat of nine tails whip, laced with sharp hooks, and bone fragments ripped his flesh apart with every lash. Unlike the film, where his back bore the brunt, the reality was far more comprehensive. His entire body, front and back, was subjected to this torture. Even after merciless beatings, he was forced to carry a cross weighing 200 to 300 pounds for miles. His blood drained, and his strength was nearly gone from carrying such a weight with a shredded, bloody body, staggering up the brutal Roman lash. It also shows you how strong Jesus was in his human body. When he finally reached Golgotha, massive nails akin to railroad spikes were driven through the most sensitive nerve centers in his hands and feet. Every nerve ignited with unbearable pain, sending shockwaves through his body. But the agony didn't stop there. Crucifixion is a slow death by suffocation. To draw a single breath, Jesus had to push up on those nailed feet, scraping his exposed, lacerated spine against the splintered wood of the cross. Every breath was excruciating, a combination of nerve pain, suffocation, and a tearing of already mangled flesh. For 6 agonizing hours he hung there, his body in relentless torment, blood loss, nerve pain, muscle spasm, and the sheer weight of his body pulling against the nails made every second an eternity of suffering. Yet through it all, he uttered no complaint, no cry of vengeance, only words of forgiveness and surrender. This is what Jesus went through, not just physically, but emotionally and spiritually, bearing the weight of the world's sin. His sacrifice is beyond comprehension, a vivid reminder of the depth of his love for us, humanity. This was not just a death, it was the ultimate act of love, endurance, and divine purpose.